Pat with Right Channel Radios. I want to talk about the Firestik FireRing coax cable. It's actually available in 2 different versions, but the thing that is really unique about the FireRing is it allows you to hook your coax cable up to your mount and then have the coax cable leave the mount at a 90-degree angle, as opposed to traditional PL259 connection, which would screw up or screw from the bottom, or screw onto the antenna stud from the bottom vertically. It's very, very unique. I want to explain the 2 different types of FireRing coax cables that we have, particularly on the end that will attach to the radio, the PL259 end. So here you can see the 2 different styles of FireRing coax cables. Now this is obviously not the FireRing end. This is the end that is going to be screwing into the end of the radio. You can see this this one over here is called this is called an FME connector, this threaded connection. And what the FME connector does is allows you to thread on what's called the PL259 connection, the connection that screws into your radio, really easily. It's nice because you can see that this end is much smaller than this. So if you are going to be routing coax cable through narrow spots in your vehicle, through panels or through the firewall, this is going to be a really nice coax cable to do it with. And let me just show you how this screws on the end here, just really easily. And then you just thread this into the back of your radio. The other option, and this is the standard FireRing. It is a little bit cheaper than the FME connection, and you can see it just comes with a bare end. This cable does require some soldering when you do install it, but you can see that you really get the most narrow cable here. So this is going to be very, very ideal in situations where you have really narrow holes to install. Specifically, if you're going to be drilling to route a cable, you would definitely want to get this one, just because you're going to have to drill a smaller hole, and it also comes with a little bit of a grommet to protect the cable when you do route it through that hole. When it does come time to put the PL259 connection onto the end of this cable, all you do is you take this shielding here, fold it back, you take this end, you stick it on top, and then you would just drip a little solder down the middle. It also does come with a coax boot to protect the end there as well. Those are the Firestik FireRing coax cables. Let me show you about the FireRing end here real quick as well. If you look closely at this cable, you can see that there's actually a lip on one side of the ring connection. You have to make sure that this lip is set into the hole on the mount, because you can also see that there's metal on both sides of the ring connection. The metal on the side of the lip is the side that actually will ground to the mount. So you have to make sure that's correct. Let me show you how this goes on. All FireRing cables actually come with a bolt as well, so you can convert like a PL259 antenna stud into a FireRing compatible antenna stud. So here's a Firestik 3-way mount. I'm going to go ahead and disassemble it and then reassemble it with the FireRing connection. All right. So you're just going to take off the PL259 side and make sure that the lip on the cable will go into the hole. Take the bolt, put it on, and then just slide that in there, and then just reassemble the antenna stud as it was before. And then, like I said, making sure that lip fits in tight. You want to make sure that the FireRing connection sits flush with the mount, since the grounding side does need to contact the mount well, and that way the coax will properly ground. Once you're done installing the FireRing antenna stack, that is what it should look like. So there it is, the Firestik FireRing coax cables.